What is up, guys? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my Raw review for tonight. Um, let's get started. The show kicks off with CM Punk coming down to the ring. He basically is saying that he's not buying the bullshit just because Kevin Nash pushed down Triple H doesn't mean they're not in it together. And my dog Coco decides to come pay a visit to me for some reason. But besides that, he's not buying it. He just says it's stupid. I don't believe you guys. This leads to, and he says he wants Kevin Nash to come out. This leads to Nash coming out. Nash basically saying that you can't beat me in a fight. The only reason why they changed the match is because he knows that I could kill you in that ring. And he talks about the WWE universe is not big enough for the both of us. Punk basically insults him, calling him Super Shredder, Oz, and whatever movies that basically Kevin Nash was in. Kevin Nash comes down to the ring, and this leads to Triple H, the gamer, coming out to announce who actually sent the text message. And he says he had Staples Center video. He had video from the Staples Center, live camera from the Staples Center. And he said he found out who texted Kevin Nash. Drum roll, please. It was. Hold up, I got it right here. Got it right here in this notebook. It will tell me everything. Kevin Nash? I think that notebook's wrong. I don't think it was It was Kevin Nash, guys. Kevin Nash texted himself on Triple H's phone because Triple H couldn't carry his phone when he was wearing those sweatpants while refereeing. That would break his iPhone or whatever. But Kevin Nash texted Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash basically said, yeah, he did, to get rid of CM Punk. This leads to Triple H saying, I don't care, decks him, and basically says, you're my friend, you're now fired. Kevin Nash gets fired. Punk basically says goodbye. Punk leaves. Kevin Nash gets a nah, hey, goodbye. And what the fuck is this shit? You call this an opening segment? We finally get the answer. But is it the answer we care about? No. Kevin Nash texted himself. That's like saying, this is like something from TNA, what TNA would write up. Knowing TNA and they're all great, their glory is, they would write up something. Jeff Jarrett texted from Kurt Angle's phone, Karen's a stupid bitch. Karen would find out, but still love Jeff Jarrett just because it came from Kurt Angle's cell phone. If Jeff Jarrett admitted it, it just sounds so stupid. To me, it was dumb. The fact that you made this whole big ordeal made us think through like 2 or 3 weeks of this bullshit, and then we just find out it's Kevin Nash, and in the end, Kevin Nash gets fired. Whatever, it was dumb. So anyways, it leads to a backstage segment. Kevin Nash and whatever his name is, John Laurinaitis, they're in a car together. So there's more to this storyline. To be continued until next week. Next up, we got a tag team matchup between Air Boom versus Jinder Mahal and Great Khali. Man, it's better than McGillicuddy and Otunga. I wonder what McGillicuddy and Otunga did tonight. We'll find out later. Yes, they actually had a match. Basically, this match was short. Kofi botched. I don't know if it was Kofi's fault, but Kofi was going boom, 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 and he runs and he falls out of the ring. I was laughing my ass off. And then Great Khali looks at him and picks him up. It seemed like Great Khali was supposed to pull down the ropes, but he didn't. So that was a botch entirely. But Air Boom wins. No surprise there. Let's get on to the next segment. Next segment is R-Truth. And, oh, no, wait, my bad, whatever. I'll go talk about R-Truth in a minute. That's more exciting than Divas anyways. R-Truth basically is showing walking out, and he comes out to his music and says, it's time for a change right now here. And this leads to seeing The Miz coming out. The Miz basically talks. R-Truth says some funny shit. You know, they're trying to be a comedic tag team, talking about emancipation, and then R-Truth asks, is that what happens after boys have puberties? And basically butchers the English language. R-Truth acting like he's crazy. Miz acting like the more sensible one in the group. You know, and then he says he has a epiphany. He has a epiphany that he's CM Punk's gonna get because CM Punk mentioned in the opening promo that he would be facing R-Truth one-on-one in this ring. R-Truth versus CM Punk, good match. Match of the night for Raw, to be honest. R-Truth did his work, being the heel, working down on CM Punk. CM Punk coming back, rallying back to win. Like the interaction with Miz and R-Truth. And not only that, we did get Miz and R-Truth announced in the opening promo that they're going to have a tag team match against Air Boom for the tag team titles at Night of Champions. Did its job. Tag team division looks credible. Now let's work on that US division. But oh no, wait! This isn't a CM Punk match without Triple H. So Triple H comes out and basically says that he wants to hurt Punk. So this is going to be a no DQ in the middle of the ring. And he's going to hit him with the sledgehammer 10 times. And if he could, he's going to get fired. Punk basically says, I'll accept that stipulation if you accept my stipulation is if you lose Triple H, you are no longer COO. You resign. Triple H says, done. Basically making the Night of Champions match CM Punk and Triple H more important than anything else going on the show. To be honest, I could care less about the real Cena at this point. It seems more to me that WWE is gearing Triple H and Punk to be that main event for Night of Champions more than that. And it feels like the whole show, even SmackDown at this point, is being more focused around Triple H and Punk than anything else. And we'll get that out of my final thoughts. But then we get to a Divas match. Kelly comes out for commentary. Basically, Natalya does too. Bethany for the #1 contendership. Beth won this match, but the one thing I gotta complain is the match. It was okay. No, it was bad. But the one thing I gotta complain is why the hell were Kelly and Natalya fighting? I get it. Natalya's the heel, Kelly's the face. They had to argue stuff, but couldn't they just call the match? Couldn't they just comment and have arguments on there, not just over stupid arguments on who's the leaders of the Divas division? Like, really, couldn't you have had it where Kelly's like, good job, Eve, and then Natalya say something smart ass, like, you call that a wrestling move? Do you see what Beth is doing in that ring? Get your facts straight, Kelly. That would have been fine instead of them just screaming the whole time on each other on the mic. It was just sloppy. Overall, no impact. At the end, Divas of Doom stand tall, Sisters of Doom, Divas of Destruction, whatever they're fucking called. I've heard too many names of them. Basically stand tall. At least Beth is #1 contender. Don't know why Brie went over last week, but okay. This leads to squash match. World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton has a new DVD coming out, and I made a DVD review. Go check that out on the Grooves of Greatness. But Randy Orton DVD coming out tomorrow. Hit on Best Buy, wherever you can buy your WWE DVDs. Comes out. World Heavyweight Champion, showing that he's the champion of SmackDown. And who does this champion face? The one man said a rock band. He's Slater. What? The reason why I'm talking about this first in the McGillicuddy and Otunga match is because this was a 2-minute, 45-second match. Randy Orton won. Heath Slater got a little offense. Makes sense. He's a champion. Why wasn't Mark Henry on this show to bury Orton, to make us, to tease us to watch SmackDown? It would have been cool to have Mark Henry come out after Orton's all standing tall with the belt. He gets down and all of a sudden Mark Henry comes, boom, knocks him down, and then World's Strongest slams him, holds the belt high, and then basically says, Randy, and gets on the mic to have Mark say something. Randy, you thought that was pain? Wait until SmackDown. And drop the mic, have Mark Henry's music play, and holy shit, it makes me say, fuck, I gotta tune into Friday night to see what Mark Henry's talking about. What is this pain he's gonna inflict? But instead, Randy Orton holds the belt at the end, so wait until SmackDown to see what happens with Mark Henry and Randy Orton. I thought, if you're gonna use a Super Show to help build up SmackDown, why the fuck not have Randy Orton and Mark Henry being built up to make it actually mean something? Just a thought. Then we get on to Otunga and McGillicuddy versus Jerry the King Lawler and his mystery tag team partner. Woo woo woo, you know it. Oh, my cameras are burst. Whatever. I botched up the Long Island symbol. It's not a big deal. Basically, this match was a joke. Otunga and McGillicuddy lose. Zack Ryder gets a pin. He's bragging about his internet show. They're trying to push Zack Ryder. Happy internet nerds. Woo woo woo. But, just no. So basically, this leads up to the main event segment slash match. John Cena comes out and basically calls out Alberto Del Rio, saying that he wants Del Rio to come out with that rent-a-car that he has, or the car that he can't even name. And the whole night, we've been seeing Del Rio go up to Wade Barrett, Christian, and Dolph Ziggler, and many other superstars, basically asking them to take out John Cena. And his excuses why were the stupidest shit I've ever heard. He told Christian the reason why you should take out John Cena is because he AA'd you the night before your world title match. In an AA, when you get AA'd, it's hard to wrestle after that match because of your back pain. He told Wade Barrett, which would have made sense, that John Cena embarrassed you on national TV live last week. That makes sense. Then he just told Dolph Ziggler just to look good in front of Vicky Guerrero, which I guess makes sense. So he basically said that, and then Del Rio comes out and basically said that he wasn't here last week to protect you because 2 weeks ago Del Rio beat the living shit out of Cena. But he said he wasn't here last week because he was there to protect you. He didn't want to hurt Cena. He wants to have Cena have a fair fight because he's a champion. And basically this leads to Del Rio contradicting himself and having other guys come out to attack Cena. I really don't like that. Why the hell is he saying that he's here to protect Cena and then send people out? I get what he was saying, that he wasn't going to attack Cena personally, but the fact that he was telling Cena that he's here to protect you just made no sense to me. And I really do not understand. Why couldn't they just said that Del Rio was, basically was having visa troubles? That was the real reason why he wasn't on Raw last week. He was having visa troubles. It wasn't because he was protecting Cena. No, he was having visa troubles. Why couldn't they just say that he was having troubles in a state at Mexico? I don't know. Fucking say that bullshit and said that it's more important than John Cena's pathetic claims of kicking his ass. That would have made Del Rio seem more snobbish than what he did. So this leads to Christian, Ziggler, Swagger, and freaking Wade Barrett come out and attack. Then out of nowhere, A-Rye comes. Makes sense. Ziggler and Swagger have been doing shit with A-Rye. Sheamus comes out. Okay, that makes no sense. And then John Morrison for shits and giggles. And basically we get a appearance from Teddy Long. And alright, player, if you know Teddy Long, it is going to be a tag team main event match. And that's what we got. So we got an 8-man elimination. Ooh, we got an elimination elimination stipulation to this. Man, I'm like R-Truth. I'm butchering the English language. But we got a stipulation to this. We have Team Cena versus Team, I don't know, fucking Swagger Ziggler. Basically, the theme of this match was kind of showing that Ziggler and Swagger were trying to one-up each other. Swagger trying to show Vicky Guerrero he was the better one, making Morrison and A-Rye tap out. It set up Wade Barrett. I guess he was just there because they had nothing better for him to do. Same with John Morrison. It showed in the match where Christian slapped Sheamus, leading to a double count out, eliminating them. And it obviously shows they might be doing a Sheamus-Christian feud in the near future to replace the fact that Mark Henry's doing Randy Orton. They're just going to flip-flop at how Christian feud with Sheamus after that slap, what I'm guessing. And, pretty much Cena overcame the odds, beat Ziggler, beat Swagger due to miscommunications between both men because they were trying to show Vicky Guerrero who was the better client, as she calls them. They were like tagging, because throughout the match, Ziggler had Morrison in the sleeper, and then Swagger comes in and tags out Ziggler. And I like that. It's showing that, hey, we want to show who's better. And I do like that. Cena wins, and at the end of the show, we get Del Rio come out, go for a clothesline, misses, Del Rio oversells the shit out of it. Cena stands strong, and that's the end of the show. Final thoughts? This Raw was sloppy and choppy. I was barely entertained, in my honest opinion. I just couldn't get into it. There was nothing I could get into. The only parts I did get into were Punk and Triple H, and to be honest, I think that's all that WWE cares about now. I don't think they give a fucking two shits about anything else. This Super Show idea is cool, WWE, but why don't you do it to build your World Heavyweight title match for SmackDown and make us want to watch SmackDown? You think, no offense to Randy Orton, I'm just saying, you think that I'm going to watch SmackDown just seeing Randy Orton hold the world title when the freaking, before the match, you promoted the fact that you have this World Heavyweight, the fact that you announced that Mark Henry's facing Randy Orton, you couldn't have had Mark Henry come out and attack Randy Orton to make me say, oh shit, what's going to happen on SmackDown? I got to tune in. But instead, I don't even know. I totally forgot Randy Orton was facing Mark Henry because he jobbed Heath Slater. I don't get that. I really don't. I liked what you did with the tag teams. The Divas segment was, although stupid what Kelly and Natalya did on the mic, I felt it was a good way to show the Divas out there. But besides that, we did get 2 more announced matches for Night of Champions. Triple H and Punk was moved to a no DQ match, and basically the whole match itself, is Punk going to win, or are we going to have another Money in the Bank surprise, or is it just going to be Triple H boosting up his ego, and we're going to lead more to this Kevin Nash shit because we don't know what's going on. Just overall, I just felt this Raw wasn't that great. That's why I'm giving it a C-, D+. I just couldn't get into it. The fact Del Rio didn't beat down Cena, and the dumb excuse they gave to Del Rio. It feels like Del Rio is playing, I'm sorry, many people do compare it, but he's playing a cheap JBL, just Latino American character. Or Latino, I'm sorry, he's not even American. He's actually born in Mexico. He's just playing some cheap Latino character of JBL. And that's how I feel it is. It's not interesting. It's the build to WWE title match doesn't care. I just feel like it's all around Triple H and Punk, and really that's not what I'm liking. Short, choppy matches. Your best match of the night, obviously Punk and Truth, in my opinion. What did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Post that in the comment section down below. So yeah, pretty much that's about it. Subscribe if this is your first time watching this review. Follow me on Twitter, ChaseAuber68. Add me on Skype, ChaseAuber68. Till then, guys, peace. And have a good Monday night, and I hope you guys have a good Labor Day. And also, Heath Slater trending on Twitter? Fuck yes!